you, Pop. Man.
Yeah, let do it.
For sure. So this first one got a few things. I'm gonna hide it from chat, but let you see it. This first one got a few things. I'll start off with these first. So this right here is a leopard gecko. I'll let you he's sweet as hell.
A leopard gecko?
Yeah.
Where is it from?
So these come from Afghanistan and other grasslands like that. Well,
look, chat.
Middle Eastern countries with grassland
Let me
areas.
cut the light down. So
This is another one, just to show you a difference how they look when they're shed versus not when they're in shed.
Hey, look at it. Do they have names?
So this one, his name is Leo. Then in this one, he don't really got a name because he for my partner for his birthday. But cool thing about these, you see how fat their tail is? Feel the tail.
He's crawling.
You good. I'll let you. This one move less. But feel the tail. You see how squishy the tail is compared to the rest of their body?
Oh, he's a crawler.
They be hard.
Yeah, he's totally a crawler.
So they use their tails to store food, and so they have to go a long time without eating. They can push the food from their tail into their stomach. That's just how they work with their food. And then the next one, this one a little cooler.
Yeah, he's literally crawling up my arm.
That's hard. You want him to stay or want me to grab him?
Nah, he can definitely stay.
And then if y'all seen the eyes, y'all can see how the eyes a little different from the eyes y'all used to. You can't really tell.
Nah, we can zoom in that some.
So whenever you see a gecko, or his eyes the same. Whenever you see a gecko or a lizard or a reptile with eyes like this, that means they're nocturnal. And this right here is a gargoyle gecko. He like to jump. Once I put your hand out, he'll jump out to you.
He jumped on my hand? Yo, this little nigga here.
And the reason they like to jump because they two different kinds. So this is an arboreal species. So that means they like to live in the trees.
Okay.
And these are terrestrial. So that means they like to stay on the ground. So like indigo, sativa, like head, like they like to be up high.
Okay.
Stay low.
Nah, that is lit. So wait, how did you even get into this craft? You didn't even introduce yourself. Bro.
Oh my bad, y'all. My name's Q. King of the jungle with Q's Animal Kingdom. I just been loving reptiles since, all animals since I was little. But reptiles are like easier to care for.
Do these ones bite?
Nah, these don't bite. These are actually like the best. The one on your neck, these are known to be the best starter lizards. So they're really good. They don't do nothing.
Nah, these are lit. I would definitely be down to get a lizard.
The reason these don't bite is because in the wild, they're at the very bottom of the food chain and they're actually scary by nature. So they like to hide rather than fight.
Nah, this is lit. This is like the Black Discovery Channel.
Yeah. They'll eat their shed. So when he does shed, he'll eat his shed. And in the wild, it keeps them from being spotted by predators.
Because they just eat their own food.
Yeah, so basically when they eat their shed, it don't leave any tracks for them to be hunted.
Chad, what y'all think?
Safe.
This shit cool as fuck, bro.
Put these up real
I ain't
quick
gonna lie, that cool as fuck.
and show you the next one. And these are insectivores, so these only eat insects. And then, like I said, they can store food in their tails. So if you did want to get one and go a little minute without feeding it, like go out of town or something, they'll be fine. Just feed them a lot before you go. And then just like in the wild, they'll survive off of their tail fat if they do get hungry.
Nah, that's so fire. So wait, how did you even get into this craft?
So, really, I've been like an animal since I was little, but like when I was younger, we was on Section 8 and stuff, so.
That's a lot of us. No cap.
Not for real. This right here is a Cuban fox chameleon, but during that time, I wanted animals. My mom always said no. It's like, I'm gonna manifest the animal. I'm gonna just manifest me a snake. I spent like 2 weeks. I've been studying a lot of attraction, but spent 2 weeks just doing the things I need to do to get the snake. Then the neighbor came and knocked on my door. He was like, I got a snake I can't take care of anymore. You want it? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, I told Mom, you gotta let me have it. I manifested like, God brought this to me. You gotta let me have it. And after that, I went to one festival. A dude told me charge folks hold my snake like $2. I walked out like $4. After that, just kept going.
That's how you do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's everything happens for a reason, bro. You here for a reason. That's lit.
For sure, appreciate that.
So wait, what type of reptile is this?
So this right here is a Cuban fox chameleon. He's a little scary. You can hold him flat on your hand, but he's a rescue, so he's very defensive. So these guys are Cuban fox chameleons, but they're not actually chameleons. They call them
get bro.
Get bro.
He
good. So he's doing that because he's scared. So he's not trying to attack you, but he's defending himself. So that's a defense mechanism. What he just did, they puffed their beard out.
So he bluffing.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, he don't really
because
got no.
They so scary, he can't even do nothing. In the wild, all they eat is snails.
Bluffing ass nigga. He still act like he on that. I'm thinking he on that. He blow for real.
It's two like that. So I brought another one to tell you the same thing. So these guys, all they do is cap. So they very scary.
I thought 12 was finna spark so my
So he's called a bearded ano, or he's a bearded ano. They come from Cuba. So just like we have green anos, their anos are gray because they have to blend into their environment. and they have to camouflage. And they call them Cuban fox chameleons because they can change colors a little bit, but not dramatic like chameleons. So they just go brown, white, black. And then another lizard that does this with their beard is like bearded dragons. And he not scary, so you can hold him. His name is Spike Lee.
Spike Lee?
Yeah, this right here, Dr. Stone.
Yo, Spike, what's up, my boy?
So Spike Lee the same way. Whenever they're in the wild and they feel like they're being attacked, they feel like they're being threatened, they have something called a dewlap. Theirs is like this, and theirs is like this. And they'll puff it out and make it black to intimidate predators.
Come here, Mr. Spike. Let me show you to the chat, Mr. Spike. Look this way. Oh, we got a lizard named Spike Lee. That's so fire. They say he fat as hell.
For real, he really small. I got a way bigger one. And the cool thing about these guys is they spikes, just like the other one, they just all bluff. So with him, they have their spikes to look aggressive and their hard scales to protect them from the hot sun. But if a predator is trying to attack them or hurt them, they can harden their spikes to make them hard to get chewed. So it's kind of like an all-around defense mechanism. Something else, something cool about these guys, right here, they got something called a parietal eye. And it's connected to their pineal gland. And it helps them detect motion and light to keep them safe from predators.
So like night vision?
Not night vision, because they don't actually pick up images, but like
motion
almost like spidey senses. Like they can use it to detect light. They can use it to see if the weather finna change. They can use it to spot like shadows over them to protect them from birds and stuff. Because they live on rocks in Australia, so they got other predators that want to eat them. That could be a pie lot. So like God gave them adaptation.
You been there? You never been to Australia?
Nah,
You
I ain't
gotta
know.
go.
I ain't gonna cut it. I gotta go for real.
Nah, that's lit.
Okay, bet. And I'm finna bring you another box. We got some more reptiles.
I bet when you go out there, production should give you a water.
For sure. Afraid of them because we taught to be afraid of them. And like we embrace them and their beauty. Like it's a grounding experience. You learn something from every animal or anything about nature you encounter. That's why God put all that shit here for us to learn from it.
I agree.
They gotta ring it. You can hold this. This next one, his name is Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank.
And he is an African spurred tortoise. I say he'll eat out your hand too. He a bit back. He like to eat.
Bro, what?
And the cool thing about these, right now he's only 23 years old. They can live up to 75.
He older than me?
Nigga older than me. I'm 22.
How he older than me?
Oh, the shit. They can live up to 75 years. And he's slow. Once he bite it, he'll start eating. But okay.
Yo,
closer.
He really eating it though.
He hard. They can live about 75 years, but something really cool about them is that they go a long time without drinking water in the wild because most of the water they need comes from the foods they eat. They're herbivores, so all they eat is vegetables. So like lettuce and the wild cactus and just any type of vegetables they'll get from flowers to grazing on the grass. You can rub them too if you want to.
For real?
You feel a shell made out of the same stuff as our fingernails. So like this one big ass hard fingernail.
How you know that?
I learned it a long time. When I was little, all I did was just learn stuff about animals. If I wasn't outside, just learn stuff about animals.
Yo, y'all not litter than me, bro. Like, really, look at this though, chat. We got a... What is it?
Got a whole tortoise, an African.
So this is not a turtle, it's a tortoise.
So tortoises live on land. Turtles live in water.
So this is a tortoise. See, chat, y'all just learned something.
Yeah.
Turtles and tortoises are not the same. Not at all, bro.
There's something cool about these tortoises, which most animals don't do. I forgot the scientific name, but when it gets really hot outside, since they come from dry environments and they need to stay cool and they need moisture, when it gets really hot in Africa, it's like the opposite of hibernation. They'll go and sleep until it cool down, and they can dig 10-mile long tunnels and live under there.
So, just like a bear, this guy goes in hibernation.
Yeah, it's not called hibernation. I forgot the exact word.
That's crazy.
But yeah, when it get too hot, they'll go sleep, and if it get too cold, they'll go sleep too. We'll let him chill. I'll bring another one in.
Nah, he cool, bro. So like he just chills. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Yeah, he fucking that shit.
Hard. He like to eat. That's all he do is eat.
Nah, that's my boy right here. It's good, my boy. It's good, my boy. My nigga Hankums. Alright, now, Hank. That boy Hank gonna eat. One thing about that boy Hank, he gonna eat, chat.
The next animal, I ain't gonna count. You gonna rock with the next one.
Hank.
This is one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let them guess what they think is in here. What you think in here?
I don't know, gang.
Hey, okay, you might not rock with it. This right here, the reason he's in the soil because there's something called cephorial. So just like I said, that one of the lizards is arboreal, that means they live up high, and one's terrestrial, that means they live on the ground. These are cephorial, so that means they live most of their life in the soil. And they're called Kenyan sand boas. His name Milky Way.
Milky Way?
Yeah. Dang, I'll let you. Well,
Light a little too much.
you can't even really see him for real.
That's fine.
But these guys are cool. They like to stay on the ground, and these are one of the tiniest boa species. So for them to adapt to being so tiny, they get to live on the ground. But something else really cool about them, if you feel the tail harder than the rest of the body. You can touch right here too.
Oh.
So their tail is harder to keep them safe from predators. So if they're trying to dig on the ground and let's say a bird or a lizard trying to eat them, they'll move their tail in the way of their head to trick them into biting the tail. So since it's guarded by stronger scales, it still gives them a chance to slither away, then get their face bit.
Literally.
Yeah.
Snakes are smart. Snakes are smarter of course.
For sure. And then he's small. I started off with something tiny, 'cause, like they too tiny to really get scared of for real.
Nah, this is fire. No way. Snake on them though, chat. Wow. So like where are these normally like from?
So these come from Kenya. So they like to be in the places where it's sandy soils. In Kenya and West Africa. And then since we already talking about them, they come from West Africa. These also come from Africa as well. These are called ball pythons.
Whoa.
And then the cool thing about these are, they also call them royal pythons because a long time ago, Egyptian kings and queens would wear them as jewelry. So the wealthiest ones would have the most on. And they'll wear them as either bracelets or necklaces while they were still alive. But something else really cool about snakes is when they stick out their tongue, some people always think they're hungry, they're doing something crazy, but that's how they smell. So every time they stick their tongue out, they're picking up chemicals from the air and rubbing it in the roof of their mouth to kind of just taste what's in the environment.
Nah, that's I did not know that.
You want to try to touch this one? I ain't going to try to force you to hold it if you don't want to hold it.
Nah, this one crazy. I'd definitely be down to hold it though.
For sure, I'll let you. His name Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And you're going to wrap around your hand, but just to feel secure.
Okay.
Something else really cool about Snake for those who play Fortnite. These guys have something called thermal vision. So instead of seeing how we see, they see heat. And that's why a lot of people get bit and they think snakes are evil. Because if you touch a rat, they're smelling the rat, but they're also picking up the heat from your hand, so they confuse your hand with a rat. But even just snakes in general, they just pick up and see heat. So all these just see heat vision. Tiny Tim.
What the hell?
This right here is a red tegu. These guys, I'm not gonna lie, these are probably one of my favorite lizards. I like snakes more than lizards, but I like these guys because these are one of the only reptiles known to man that are warm-blooded. So they can hold their body 7 degrees over their environment. But also they got these fat jaws, and they use it to crush their prey. So they like eating rats, live food. They like eating chicken legs. I feed them livers, guts, all that. Like he just like to eat meat. So he uses his jaws to help him crush everything. And they use their tail to help them tail whip and stay from predators, but also use it like a motor so they can swim really well. So these guys just hard as hell.
Damn. Got another one?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, this feel like a jacket.
I feel like a Birkin for real. That's what we telling folks.
So he just chills? Like
He just be chilling. And just like the snake, when he stick his tongue out, he does the same thing. He's smelling. There's something really cool about reptiles. What I like about them, well, not reptiles, but lizards. It's not really cool, but you see he's really calm. But he can run really fast on his back 2 legs. But the reason he choose to be calm is because they run when they have to, because they can't run and breathe at the same time. So if you ever seen a lizard run and stop real quick, that's because every time they take a burst, they got to start breathing again.
They can't run and breathe?
So they can't sprint and breathe at the same time. They got to take breaks. Some monitor lizards can, but most lizards can't run and breathe.
Damn. Nah, that's dope.
The lizards eat insects. Reptiles are easier than dogs and cats and stuff.
Bro really just sitting there and eat. What is that?
So these right here are boa constrictors. These are Colombian red-tailed boas.
Yeah, I don't want to hold one of them, bro.
This Deja Vu, and this Jeffrey. I ain't gonna make you. I'm just put it close. And they're both boa constrictors, but they're two different morphs. So like morphs is genetics for snakes or any reptile. So just like we have black people, white people, Asians, snakes come in different morphs and species. So even though they're both boas, they're still different types of red-tailed boas or boas. You would have touched one?
Damn. Nah, them joints crazy. Is this one like kind of like shedding a little bit?
Nah, he just really, the stomach probably feel different because they have different belly scales. So it helps them have more control of the friction and help them move.
Nah, that's fine. Look at the texture of them.
Yeah. And they so dangly because these guys like to live in the trees. So in the wild, they be on the branches, just vibing.
Bro, your life is so lit, bro. Like, bro, is he just carrying him on his back?
Yeah.
He's dead ass just carrying him on his back, Chad. Chad, do y'all not see Hank, bro? He's just carrying him on his back. He's literally just carrying him on his back. He's out of here. He's gone. He completely, he's over the stream. He's gone. Nah, that's lit.
I got this right here, Starburst. She's a reticulated python. And these the world's longest snake species. They can get up to 30 feet long and 200 pounds. But right now she's only 15 feet and 30 pounds. So she definitely got way more growing to do. And then she's 12 years old. So they live about 45 years. So you about to step on your toe.
Nigga try to step on my toes.
He inconsiderate. But then I really can't let him walk and stretch her out to show how long she is.
Nah, bro, your life is cool. You're literally like the hood Tarzan, bro.
Appreciate that. Okay, when I was 16, I used to be on Ashby in Vine City. All I do was take the snakes up to the hood, let everybody see them. Yeah, she long as shit. You could really lay next to her, that'd be hard for the comparison.
Bro's had late nights to a snake. You got me.
I'll hold the head. I feel like that'd be hard as hell, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna let that.
She the length of the room, bro.
Damn.
She long as shit.
The snake taller than me?
Yeah, she 15 feet.
Nah, as a grown man, not being taller than a snake is crazy.
She really sweet. And something else I like to tell folks is, like I said, they have thermal vision. They also have something on their face called heat pits. It's like a whole bunch of little holes that look like a bunch of noses. But it's just how they detect the heat and pick up the heat to know, what they're seeing. Example. So I got this one. This one came from Pets World because they wanted me to show y'all like what it looked like when they shed and stuff. So when tarantulas shed, they'll shed their whole exoskeleton. They're kind of broke. So when they grow, you can see that their body is growing, but it comes out as a shell, as a exoskeleton.
Wait, that's a real tarantula exoskeleton right there.
Yeah. So you see how you see the fangs too.
Damn.
So they even shed their fangs. So when they first shed, they're very sensitive to everything, and they have to be very still for a few hours. Or when they molt, it's called molting for tarantulas.
Is he actually in there?
Yeah.
How long have you handled with him?
I've been handling these. So when I got my first snake, it came with a tarantula. So I've been handling these since I was young. It's about the same as a snake. You just gotta understand their nature. So these are very calm, and just by nature, their venom is less toxic than the bee sting. So if it was to sting me, a bee sting could do more damage.
Yeah,
You don't gotta hold this one. My other one calmer, but
yeah, he tripping.
he just fast. He just shed it too, so everything is fresh. But also something really cool about them, they use their hairs, just like Spider-Man's Spidey senses.
He started jumping and shit.
The reason I go back there because these guys are also sensitive. So even though they're real big, they're very fragile. So if they jump from high enough spots or hard enough areas,
Bring it up.
they can
See that
they can fall and hurt themselves. That wasn't high enough, but if they do that, they can hurt themselves.
Bro, he literally trying to jump. That nigga trying to jump and shit.
But also use their hairs to pick up vibration. So they use their hairs to tell if there's any predators or prey around, so they know if they need to hide or jump out and eat them. We gonna put this one up. He fast as shit. This not real, bro. Come on, bro.
Hank trying to eat the fake grass.
He tripping, bro.
That my little spider. Do you feel like it's possible IRL to like actually get like bit by a spider and get powers?
Nah, it don't work. Yeah, I tried it. I tried to do a scorpion too to be like Scorpion Man. They don't got that shit, but
Scorpion Man.
yeah, that shit didn't work. And this right here is another one. So this is a little older one, and this one a little bit more calm. Y'all can see this one has 7 legs instead of 8. And with tarantulas, she can't be like that. I guess they like messed her up in the shipping. But with tarantulas, they can grow their legs back. So every time she moat, just like that one did, you'll see the leg grows back a little bit. So like Deadpool, when he lost his limbs, it started from a baby. It's kind of like how their legs grow back.
Hank don't give a fuck about none.
Nigga rude.
My dog Hank don't give a fuck about none. Then he still got the Uber.
Nigga still in business too. You wanna try this one? This one a little calmer.
But yeah, I'm down.
For sure. Put your hand right here just so you're a little bit more comfortable. I just let it crawl on and come right back off. You're really smooth. Yeah, that's hard.
W Spider.
Her name Rebecca.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
You named your spider Rebecca?
She a bad bitch with curly hair.
Yo, Hank is going under. Hank, where are you going, bro? Stop, bro. That's not food, Hank.
Yeah, he don't care.
Hank don't give a fuck about none. He mad friendly though. Like he not even messing shit up. He just want to walk.
Yeah, he just
around.
disrupted. They just big. So I tell anybody who want one of these, it take them like 15 years to get around this size, but you gotta have space for them. They have something under here, under their stomach, where males have to put the sperm cells at, and they'll rub it on their stomach. They gotta hurry up and run, because as soon as they do that, she'll try to kill them. They need a lot of food to hold them while they deliver or develop the eggs and feed them. And just like the same, the babies will kill the mom. So like they just eat each other.
Too much back door
Yeah,
shit
too
going
much.
on. Too much back door shit going on. What the fuck?
Something else really cool about these guys, right here, it like looks like a little butt. That's called their abdomen. Y'all can see this one has like a little patch, where the other ones was just smooth one color. That's because they use their abdomen to shoot hairs at predators. Since their venom is so weak and they're very fragile, they'll kick the hairs out and they give the irritation feeling. So like make their eyes itch or their throat itch or their face, whatever it touch. So it keeps them safe and give them time to run. I ain't gonna cap. I be getting inspiration from y'all. When I be seeing how y'all move with strings, I'm like, this shit hard as hell. All right, bet I can apply this to business. So like,
For you know what I think you should do?
what?
Like content on Instagram right now is bigger than it's ever been.